welcome back to the YouTube channel. This is the second video being uploaded. It's going to be a part of a new series. I'm running the Super Dirt Late Models. It's an official race at Knoxville. We are running for the entire season. This is going to be the first one of the playlist. I'm going to go ahead and run at least one or two races a week on there, and then I'm also going to be doing the UMP officials also, so I'll do two different playlists of official racing. Here we have a pretty good race. You guys will see. It's pretty fun. We raced with a couple of our teammates, Dylan Jones, Nate, Curtis. There's a couple other ones in there with us. We all had a pretty good show. Anyways, if you guys enjoy, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. It's much appreciated. And if you guys want to see more of this, then drop a comment, let me know. And also check me out when I go live on TikTok and on YouTube. Thank you, guys.
All right, guys, welcome back to the YouTube channel. We are in practice right now. We are the number 22 Midwest Simsports CFM team here. We're getting a run on the outside of the 10 car right now, trying to make the move. Going to ride a longboard here for a couple laps and then go ahead and switch over to the qualifying laps, which was just 2 laps, as you'll get to see here in just a second, guys. Going to let this kind of play out a little bit and then roll over. Car felt really good here. We're kind of flirting with the top a little bit. We were running the bottom earlier. Running 7s, though. Consistent 7s, so not bad. Alright, guys, so we're going to try something a little different with this video. Last one, we just did the outer car only. Here, we're going to go ahead and put the in-car on here also at the bottom left of your screen right now. This is our qualifying run. When we come out, we go to the top of 3 and 4 just to try and build some momentum going down into 1. Send it down on the bottom, wash up the track, coming out of 2. Try and keep the momentum up, and then same line in 3 and 4, kind of go down to the bottom, bring it up. But right there, we completely missed the bottom and just went pure slick. So that was not a good lap. Right there, that was an 8. And then this lap, which is our final lap, hit the bottom just right in 1 and 2. Wash up, carry a lot of momentum off of 2, and then pitch it down to the bottom of 3. And that was... Alrighty, guys, this is heat race number 1. We're going to be on board with the 22 car of Midwest Sim Sports. That is Dylan Jones. He is my teammate, starting 3rd. Gets a pretty good jump off the start, pulls right alongside the number 8 in 2nd. Going to clear him going into 1, throws a slider, washes up the track. Number 8 tries to tuck under him coming out of 2, but just not enough, not yet at least. He's going to drive her deep into 3 and 4. We see that thing bike up and just absolutely rocket off the corner. That is Diesel out front there in the 46 car, guys. He is running the bottom to perfection. 3 and 4, his nose is literally just buried on the berm. Never leaves it. As you see right here, just absolutely perfect down there. Dylan is doing everything he can to get a run on him. Just needs him to, wash up off that berm just a little bit and he'll get a run on him. But just don't seem to happen with that guy. He's just too consistent down there. As we see Dylan trying to open up his entry a little bit more and get to the bottom kind of through the center of the corner, which wasn't bad. Definitely made up a little bit of time on him, but just not enough to really do anything yet. As we see here, Dylan kind of still trying to open up his entry and get down to the berm, and then he washes up out of 4 right here, which actually didn't hurt him though. He kept up with Diesel there. Diesel hits the berm, washes up the track right here. Dylan gets a huge run, makes up a lot of time coming out of 2, going into 3, hits the berm and washes up the track. It happens. We all do it. It's Knoxville. Still pretty close to Diesel, but it's too late in the race to really be able to do anything now. We're on lap 6 out of 8, so he's going to kind of just tuck in line and finish in 2nd here. You see here in about a lap, he decides to try and run the top though, which... it's okay. It's just an official race. It's nothing too serious here. We were all running pretty good, so he decides to try and run the top to see what the set feels like up there. And the 15 car gets a run on him. 15's still there. Dylan running the slider line through 3 and 4. 15 gets a huge run coming out of the corner here and throws a massive slider going into the last lap here. Dylan has the last minute checkup and drives it back underneath him. Going down into 3 and 4, Dylan throws a massive slider right back on him, and it works out for him. He's going to pull out a 4 like a rocket ship here and drive it right back around the 15 car. Alrighty, y'all. 22, here we go. We are starting on the pole with Keaton Holder on our outside. We get a pretty good jump on the start here. Definitely clear Keaton coming down the front stretch, and we kind of throw it away going into 1. We miss our mark completely and just go in the dead slick, get way too sideways in the center. That allows Keaton to get a huge run on us on the outside, which I was not expecting at all. And if any of you guys watch our live streams, then you know I don't run a mirror. So I kind of drove right up into Keaton there coming out of 2, and I didn't mean to. Keaton, if you're watching this, my bad, man. It was an honest accident. I did not mean to drive into you. I was not expecting you to have that monster run that you did up there. But, all right, let's go ahead and get into this heat race, guys. We are kind of searching right now, running the middle, trying to slide up, then come back down the track. We're searching, trying to get anything we can to get an upper hand on Keaton here. But Keaton is just buried to the top and absolutely sending it up there. You can see our teammate back there, Nate and Jordan, going at it. Jordan in the 0 car, Nate in the 46 car back there, running for 3rd, absolutely going after it. Or Nate might be a 48, actually. Yeah, I stand corrected. I'm a 48, not a 46. My bad, Nate. They're just absolutely dogging it out back there for 3rd. Got going 3 wide a couple times back there. But I love to see it, you know, when they're back there battling for 3rd. That just leaves me up in 2nd all alone and just cruising, you know. We're trying to do whatever we can to get a run on Keaton, but it just... We make up a little bit of time here. Once we switch to the top, we start running 7s. He's running about 8s. So we were making up a little bit of time, running about a 10th faster than him, but it just was too little too late. Coming around a lap 6 here. Keaton is just absolutely railing the top through 1 and 2. We start running a little bit of a different line than him. He likes to set his car into 3 pretty hard, and we just kind of let it rotate on its own. As you can see, he takes his car, whips it to the right, and then back to the left. We don't have to do all that business. We just let her float in there and keep on going. You guys see there, Nate kind of cleared for 3rd for his 2nd. Looks like Jordan was about to throw the slider on him. Coming around to the white flag this time by. Keaton is out there all to himself. We've got nothing for him. He's too far out for us to even try and get a run on him. Nate running 3rd, about to get a massive slider thrown on him from Jordan. I think he's going to tuck back under and maintain 3rd out of 4, I'm pretty sure. Yes, he does. Nate wound up 3rd. Jordan got 4th. Justin Sick got 5th. Randall Oler, I think is what that is, got 6th. Jacob 7th. Brian Hall 8th. David Castelli 9th. And Jacob Isaac 10th. Alright guys, let's go ahead and get into the feature. Alright guys, here we go for the feature. We are starting outside 2nd row with our teammate Dylan Jones to the inside of us. Here we go. Track's definitely slickened off a little bit more since the last time we've seen it in heat race number 2. We got the 15 car to our inside. We're trying to get down on the bottom. We're wanting to get down there pretty much for the first, I don't know, about 20 laps I'd say. We want to try and run the bottom and kind of save a little bit of tire for the end of this thing. Our car felt great down there. Honestly, I think we could have probably ran the bottom a little bit longer and saved a little bit more tire, and we probably could have did a little bit better at the end of this thing, but I don't know. We had a really good car the whole race, just waited too long to really try and attack some of the guys we were behind. Right now, everybody's kind of just married to the bottom. We can see Keaton up there in 2nd, just absolutely railing the top still. He's up there the whole race, just sending it. Everybody back here with me kind of knew if you run the top the whole time, you're going to burn your tires off. So we all kind of expect Keaton to fall off at the end, which honestly, he didn't fall off as bad as we thought he would. He did pretty good. He held his own for sure. All in all, this was a really clean race. Can't thank Midwest Sim Sports and CFM enough for the setups and all the help and tips and tricks and whatnot that they give us. Definitely helped out a lot for me. We've come a long way in the last week, literally. Right here, we kind of start figuring out a line and really rail in the 15, and he starts slipping up off the berm. He'll catch it in the middle and kind of push, and A couple times we get a run on him, we get into the ass end of his car, and I got to lift because I don't want to spin him. So, you know, is what it is. We do get around him though, you'll see. Right here, we're kind of playing around, trying to see if we can let it slide up to the middle if there's any bite up there, which there wasn't. At least not yet. It does get to that point where we can kind of run the middle a little bit, and we do. We make the move on the guy in front of us, kind of right through the middle. You'll see here in just a little bit. The 48 of our teammate Nate behind us, just kind of following right in our tire tracks here. It's all kind of single file for the first 20 to 30 laps, and then we start venturing out, trying to run the top. I'm just biding my time behind the 15 car, trying to pace myself off of him, kind of. You see right there, I got a little tight, so I had to get on it to kind of keep the car rotated on the bottom, and we got into the back of the 15 just a tiny bit right there. We lifted, told them sorry immediately, and kept on going. But we were for sure all over the 15. So right there was the first time I really kind of tested the middle. If you guys seen, I kind of let the right rear float up to the marbles right there. Not the marbles, but where it looked like it was a little bit of a dirty track. I guess it is marbles, but I let the right rear float up there, and it definitely caught some bite. So I was like, okay, well, I think we can maybe make a move through the middle. And you're going to see here in just a little bit, once we get to about, I think lap 20 is when I start to open up the car, kind of run the middle, try and carry a little bit of momentum around there, and we wind up making the move on the 15, which I thought it might have been him just catching the berm, but I don't know. We're going to find out here in just a second. Right there, he caught the berm pretty good. Managed to clear him coming out of 4. We try and tuck back down on the bottom here. We managed to do so, and I just decided to start running the middle. It felt better up there anyways, so, you know, we start sending it up there. We weren't really making up any time on Dylan at first when we started running the middle, so I started opening it up a little bit more each lap and kind of doing the eyeball test here. And I started deciding to throw it up on the top here in a little bit. Dylan was blinking a little bit there. I think that's about the only time he really blinked in this whole race. I think right here is when we make the decision to kind of open it up and start running the middle to top on these next couple laps here. '15 was really trying to use us up there, move us up off the bottom, so that is what made me make my decision to go up to the top. That's what it was. He was trying to run us over, so I said enough of that. Open it up on the top and start rolling. see here, we're about to start getting a run on the outside of Dylan, and well, unfortunately, he runs a mirror, so he's seen us up there and makes the move to start running up there, so he doesn't lose the spot. And right here, you know, Dylan's our teammate, so we weren't going to run him too hard. We weren't trying to wreck him or nothing, just trying to play with him. Figured I'd try and peek the nose underneath him and see if he'd try and switch back down to the bottom, and he did not, unfortunately. Dylan catches the wall there pretty good coming out of 2. Doesn't really affect this car too much though. Really at all, honestly. It didn't even hurt his car at all. I think right there we see Keaton wound up actually taking the lead on the top right there. But Diesel was still running the bottom. Pretty sure. You've seen him for a split second there on the screen. '15 car tries to go for a massive slider, which I wasn't expecting it, honestly. He kind of, I don't know if he was really trying to go for the slider necessarily, but once he hit the berm, he kind of had to full-on commit to it, so I see that now. But at the time, I had no idea that he was going for that at all. Now it's kind of all just tucked up on the top. Not very many people are running the bottom. Diesel might have still been on the bottom, though. Wouldn't be surprised if he was. His car was really just hooked up down there. From the heat to the feature to qualifying, all of it. His car is just hooked up down there on the bottom. He's got his stuff rolling down there for sure. That top side through 1 and 2 is getting real treacherous. It starts getting holes up there, and if you don't hit it just right, you'll slip up and go right up into the wall. You see there, Jordan Moore trying to get up into fifth place. Jeez, I don't know what I'm talking about today. They've got a 3-wide battle going back there for 5th. All in all, though, the car felt really good from the beginning to the end. It just depended on, if I wouldn't have waited so long and been so patient for some people, we definitely could have done more. At the end here, we were a little bit quicker than our teammate. We were, even when we would get to him, we couldn't really make the move because there wasn't enough on the bottom to be able to carry you out and complete the pass. So it was either you throw a slider and hopefully you can throw it just right to where they can't tuck back under you, or you just got to tuck in line and that's it, you know. When the track gets like this, it kind of sucks, but it is what it is. We are on lap 36 of 50 right now. Right there, we slip up a little bit, let the right rear catch the wall through 3 and 4, about washed over the front end. Glad that didn't happen. There's a few times it happens to us in 1 and 2 also, where we slip up a little bit. Almost cost us big. see here, we're heading through 3 and 4 again, letting it wash up the track, trying to hit the moisture and come off like a rocket ship, but it just ain't working. We searched around a little bit, tried to finesse the line on the top. 1 and 2. Our teammate kept on running the wall way up there in 1 and 2, but I didn't want no part of that. Through 1 and 2, it was just way too rough up there. See here, we kind of washed up again. Almost cost us big there. The 8 car down on the bottom. Must have got into a wreck or something, or maybe had a black flag. Had to go into the survey. Oh no, he definitely got in a wreck. That right front is a little boogered up there. Me and Dylan definitely started running down Keaton here. It just, we're too little too late near the end. We've got 7 laps to go now. Coming around to 6 to go. And again, I gotta say, these CFM setups, man, these things are absolutely amazing. This is me after just 1 week of running the late models again, and I'm up running in the front of the pack. The race before this, we went 16th all the way up to 4th, and then hit the wall and jumped it, but you know, still we were moving for sure. It was 2 to go, and we hit the wall and jumped it. It happens. Knoxville tends to do that to people. But man, I do love the way this track races. When you get up on the top, that cushion is very treacherous. It kind of reminds me of like Eldora from back in like the very first build of Eldora. When the late models first came out, it was a lot of fun to run there. Right here, we're kind of just trying to hold on, not really going for a run or anything. I didn't think we could really get it around Dylan now. At this point, we're just trying to hold on. I thought I might have lost my spoiler right there. I mic'd up and asked the teammates. I said, nope, you're good. So we kept on going. White flag now. We see Diesel just absolutely railing the bottom. Last time through 3 and 4, we tried getting the run on Dylan. He caught the wall in the center. I thought we might have had something for him coming off, but we did not. But hey guys, thank you again for checking out the video. Alright guys, if you are this far into the video, I appreciate you for watching the whole thing. Make sure you guys subscribe, hit the little bell for the notifications, and drop a comment if you liked it. Also, check out this outro.